Hi there, my name's Kathryn Smith and I am the Chief Executive at SCIE, the Social Care Institute for Excellence. I've worked in social care for more than 30 years now in a variety of roles across both local government and the charity sector. And I also have my own personal lived experience of drawing upon social care and support, both as a young teenager myself, accessing mental health services, and then going through the same process with my son, who is unfortunately struggling with his own mental health at the moment, but also as a carer for family members who have needed care as they've got older. So I've seen some excellent practices within social care, and I've also seen some great difficulties in drawing upon the right care and support when you need it.
Hello, my name's Patrick Wood. I've been involved with SCIE's co-production network since it was set up. I'm currently the chair of the co-production steering group. I've been active in the mental health survivor movement since the late 1980s. I work as an influence and participation consultant with National Mind. I'm involved in health and social care research as a public advisor, and I work with Voluntary Action Sheffield on a project that helps older people to access community-based support.
Thank you, Patrick. Lots of experience for us to draw upon there in this conversation. So today we're here to talk about Co-Production Week. So co-production describes providers working in partnership and sharing power between people who draw upon care and support, between carers and citizens. And when co-production works best, people who use services and carers are valued by organisations as equal partners and have influence over the decisions that are made. So here at SCIE, co-production with people with lived experience of social care and health underpins and informs everything that we do. And this enables us to recommend best practice in social care. Co-Production Week is a celebration of the benefits of co-production. This is where we share good practice and the contribution that people with lived experience have made to develop better ways of doing things in social care. And this year for Co-Production Week, we're focusing on what's missing. It came out from a survey that SCIE carried out last year, which highlighted the areas needing greater focus. So these areas are about increasing equity and diversity in co-production, showing the impact and the difference that co-production makes and how we can make a good business case for it, accessing better training and development, and the need for clearer definitions and language around co-production.
So we want to raise awareness of what's missing in current co-production approaches in order to inspire conversations and collaborations to address gaps and use these to improve co-production as a whole. By focusing on what's missing, we aim to spark discussions and innovations to address the gaps and improve people's experience of co-production in social care.
That's great. Thanks, Patrick. And I'd like to ask you a couple of questions if I can, and we can have a bit of a conversation about these questions. So first of all, how significant do you think it would be to co-production and to people if we could successfully address those gaps?
Well, I think closing the gaps would help to create a shared understanding of the value of co-production in terms of the difference it can make to people's lives and the way that services respond to the needs and wishes of people who access care and support. Equity and diversity are key considerations in social care, but also more generally in society, and they're key values when it comes to co-production, alongside accessibility and reciprocity, or getting something back for putting something in. In my view, demonstrating the transformative effect of meaningful co-production should support the business case because it contributes to the development of support that everyone values and can feel proud of. So not just people with lived experience, but people who work in services as well. Training and development are invaluable in allowing people to explore the opportunities and challenges of co-production. Things don't always run smoothly, and we need spaces to talk about that. The first thing I was involved in with SCIE was as a member of a group of people with lived experience and SCIE staff who developed a co-production learning resource for staff, which formed the basis of the introductory co-production training that SCIE currently offers. And finally, while it's essential to allow for some flexibility when considering definitions and language, we need to ensure that we maintain our commitment to key values and principles. So we all need to enact what's meant by accessibility, diversity, equality, and reciprocity. And I think we need to guard against what's valuable about co-production, what makes it such a wonderful thing in practice when it works. We need to guard against that being watered down. So there's some of my thoughts on that question, Kathryn.
That's great. Thank you, Patrick. And it's really true, isn't it? I mean, the more people that are involved from different backgrounds, from different experiences, the greater impact we'll have on social care, because obviously everybody's experience is very different and everybody's got something different to contribute. And then being able to demonstrate that impact and the difference it can make will really support people in getting the resources and the tools they need to implement co-production within their own environment. What do you think needs to change to move forward and address the gaps around what's missing that we've just talked about?
I think we need to look at power imbalances, particularly when it comes to decision making. Beyond that, we all need to find ways to reach out to people who aren't currently involved. We need to do that in the ways that work best for them. So that relates to the points you were making about equality and equity, Kathryn. I think we need to involve more people with lived experience in leadership roles when it comes to co-production. That's the theme of the online workshop I've been involved in planning as part of this year's co-production week. I think we need to have more trust in the capacity of people with lived experience to deliver rather than being peripherally involved. And we need to do more to support people to enable that to happen. I think we all need to keep in mind that co-production doesn't mean asking people what they think about our individual fabulous ideas. So for me, co-production's all about the collective, about communities coming together to work out what's best for everyone in the different contexts in which we're working. And I think that good leadership in co-production consists in creating tools, resources, and approaches that enable that to happen.
Really interesting, the conversation about leadership, because as I reflected in my earlier introduction, many leaders within social care have their own experience of drawing upon care and support, but we rarely talk about that. We stick to our professional experience when we're within social care. I'm wondering if leaders should perhaps talk about their own experience of drawing upon social care and support in these conversations as well, and bring that to life. What do you think?
I think it's very important that people do that, because I mean, co-production is about people coming together and bringing the whole of themselves to that process, really, in a way that feels comfortable for everyone. So there's no compulsion about it. But yeah, if leaders in social care can be more open about their own personal experience, their experience as carers, I think that goes a long way in kind of building trust with other people with lived experience. And it also supports that principle of equality or equity as well. So I think it'd be really good if more people felt comfortable to do that. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Patrick. So we have an exciting programme of webinars lined up throughout the week, including our online conference. We've got topics including looking at our impact tool that measures the difference co-production makes, and we've already said how important that is, and an honest take at what needs to change around the language of social care. So enjoy the conference if you've signed up, and we'll be sharing any recordings afterwards, so do look out for those. Don't forget to read our blogs, listen to the podcasts we've planned, and share and comment on social media using the hashtag CoProWeek. And if you'd like to help address what's missing from your co-production approach, then you can contact SCIE at info@scie.org.uk to hear more about how we can support you. Thank you all.